go. There we go. Oh, it says it. We're waiting for it to start. Has it not started yet? Come on. Got it. Don't know what that means, but I've got it. Here we go. There we go. Now we're showing us being live. Hi, cool gamer. We are going to vote.
To do our Saudi.
I have blistering. See if I can turn the camera on multiple times to confuse everybody. Alright. Here we go. Now you'll come see me. I'll show you at the side. We're on a traveling trip. Hey, Kenneth.
What's the frequency, Kenneth? Oh, sorry.
Oh.
Flashback to some old REM doing that.
Make some food when we get home. Oh, excuse me. Oh, what's good? Cotton candy is good. Hey, Afro Max.
Afro
Max. Hi, Gary. Hey, Backpack. I remember that your name starts with a K, but that's all I remember. I'm sorry, I'm terrible with names. I will learn it eventually. Give it. Well, thank you for sending that off. I appreciate it immensely. Christina, I will try to remember that. Blessed Joe's. Thank you for stopping by, Billy. I do appreciate it. Even if you stay only a couple minutes, I appreciate it.
Hi, Billy.
Like, share, comment.
Make weird faces.
Make faces. Oh, it's been a day, guys. So, tell me something funny. Funny stories, funny gifts, funny stickers.
I can give them the history on voting. They learned a few things that were interesting.
Tell us what you're thankful for.
Yeah, we are doing Days of Thankfulness. You can do that. David was with us today because he is old enough to vote.
Hello.
Angel's not with us because she can't vote till next year. We have to register her on her birthday. She's really excited about that. Terribly excited about that. Oh, excuse me. I'm tired. As you can see, it's dark outside and my brain's decided it's bedtime.
Yeah, thanks to daylight savings time, everything is black now.
Oh, that sounds funny and sad at the same time. Backpack's son was chased by an emu. He fell down and he had to go rescue him.
Uh-oh, emu attack. Was it the emu?
I know that's not an emu. Oh, no, wait. Emu is a bird, right?
Yeah.
I put down llamas instead, and I'm like, wait, that's not the wrong...
Oh, wrong one.
I'm a genius.
She's doing well.
I don't think they have an emu sticker, but let me look and see if we got an emu sticker. I knew as soon as I put it up, I'm like, wait, that's not right.
That's not right.
Nope, we do not have an emu sticker.
Oh, darn. Protest.
Don't even have an ostrich sticker I can use in its place.
Oh, that's weird.
At least not one that I'm seeing. We got a kangaroo sticker, but that doesn't really work. Hey, they have a cool... Oh, that's a slothy sticker.
And the thing about...
I send you the dodo bird.
The thing about Election Day is it doesn't matter what side of the house that you're on. It just depends on which side of the president that you're on.
Sort of. A lot of voting has to do with choosing a side. That is correct.
But it doesn't count for the president.
Right.
Right.
Here's the interesting thing I learned today. and I was a little surprised at this. One of the first earliest styles of voting came from the Greeks.
I didn't know the Greeks voted.
But
That's cool.
here's where it's interesting, and I would love it if they did this still. Instead of voting people in, they could actually vote people out.
So it was like Survivor.
Yeah, because if they had over 6,000 people vote against you, and you had the most votes, you were exiled for 10 years.
That's fun.
Could you imagine how quickly Washington, D.C. would fix itself up? What happened to the whole Congress? They're all on exile now. Oh, crud.
The only problem is then how do you decide who goes in?
It's one thing I was trying to find out exactly how they, unless it was just a submission base and people got in. But at the same time, I'm like, how did the first table get set then? Did they take a bunch of people who are civic leaders and say, well, since you guys obviously know what you're doing, we're going to put you in charge. Great. By the way, if we hate what you're doing, we can vote you out. Oh.
Well, I mean, that's a fair point, is how did they say something in first?
Right.
But also, once you vote somebody out, how do you decide who replaces that person?
Right. So it's one of these questions that I need to research a little bit further. Of course, our United States whole voting system going all the way back to, when they had the Declaration of Independence and everything like that with the Bill of Rights. A lot of the issues and arguments they had when it was originally set up revolved around white males, and then they had to make a concession to the South states because they wanted double the votes because they had slaves. And that's where one of our proxies came into being, is that they came up with a rule exclusively for slaveholders. They also had a thing where you could only vote if you controlled land. But finally, as everything does over the course of time, they made adjustments to the process. Blacks were given the right to vote.
Women would be given the right to vote.
Yeah, women would get in there.
Unlike the backpacks comment, apparently if they don't vote, they get fined. I'm guessing that's in Australia. If we found everybody who didn't vote, we'd actually maybe pay people.
We cancel the debt, yeah.
We'd pay down the debt.
Yeah. My two stories.
I wonder how hard it would be to collect, though.
Yeah, that would be the other.
You'd probably have to take it directly out of paychecks of those who get paychecks.
Right. Now the two stories that I do get a chuckle out of. First of all, my mom, who I guess when she finally got the chance to vote, she had just turned 21. That same year is the year that they dropped the voting age back to 18. And she was like, so I had to wait 3 full years, yet you guys just cut it back for these people. Thanks. But the one story I still get a kick out of was back when I was going to Black Hills State up in Spearfish. I was playing table tennis against a guy who was from Ethiopia. And we were playing along, and they had a thing come over the TV in the student council, student union building, and it was mentioning the election. And he asked me, so are you going to go vote today? He's like, I might. I've got to go back to rap. And he says, oh, you better vote. It's very important. And I says, really? He says, in my country, you can actually be shot at for trying to go vote. So I would take it very seriously in our country.
I don't always want to vote, as I posted on our community tab, but I always vote because I have that right. I am going to use that right.
Yeah.
I may not like the choices that I'm given,
Sure.
but I'm going to vote because I can.
Yeah.
And I understand a lot of places you cannot.
Yeah. I mean, there's the people that speak of the lesser of two evils, the need for a third party, which is all great and dandy. If you have enough people that want that third party and have the money to put the third party on the tickets and have good ideas and ideals that's going to attract enough candidates and young people, by all means, build a third party, I know more than a few people that are already frustrated with both the Republicans and the Democrats because, anymore it's turned into a catfight. And we could use a third party, call it the ghost party or something, but the independents, lately the independent party seems to be, the libertarians seem to be moving towards the Democrat. Rock for president myself, but I don't think he's running this year now. He's got too much money and he doesn't want to spend it trying to become a guy that's hated by half the country.
I do think we need to update this how we vote. Tell that online is something a little bit more
secure,
more modern and secure, but they need to modernize it.
Yeah.
They got to make it appeal to the younger generation.
Yeah.
And right now it doesn't.
Yeah, and the biggest problem that they've got is granted the paper ones are good, but at the same time, for all the paper ones, it's way too easy to fool the system, and it's kind of terrifying that way. But at the same time, when I for the government, we had addresses for the entire United States of America. We could do the same thing with all the people. It would not be hard.
Right.
So, well, we are here at our voting location here in Rapid City, South Dakota, up in North Rapid.
Looks like they painted the doors on Station 2.
Ooh, interesting.
So yes, our fire stations are getting painted doors and painted doorways.
David's very excited. The fire departments are one of his favorite places.
So right now, Station 1's getting revetted in about 2 years from now. So it might take a while, but we're getting there.
Very true, Tim.
Do you want me to run in and vote first, or do you want to run in and vote first?
Well, why don't you tell them a little bit more about the history? I will vote in. David, you can come in with me.
Okay.
Should be really fast, and then I'll come take over.
Sure. I'll show everybody my hand real quick. There we go. This is our happy car, the Novem-Budd
You can also
mobile.
turn it by down there, that little camera button on the
Little
first
flip?
side. No, oh, no, not that one.
No. Okay.
This one.
Oh, the camera flip.
There you go. There.
Ah!
Maybe,
That's a
yeah,
good one.
say maybe not so close.
Look, I can see my nose hairs. Ah! Hey, Big Tim. Hey, Johnny Small Pepper. Hey, Kylie Simons. That's the idea. Make a difference. Make everybody proud to be humans. Ah.
Hey, babes, I need my ID.
Sure.
Thank you, David.
There you go. Always a good thing to send koalas for the backpack adventures. There you go. Yeah, she's a big fan of the koalas. What can I say? They're cute little fellows. Scared us the hell when you guys had all those fires down there in Australia, though. We have fires up here, and it's kind of a terrifying thing. One time I was working in a place up in the hills called the Cosmos, and it started snowing ash, which is just craziness. Hey, Jorge. We've got it bad enough up here. Our airport has a specialized fire wing. Plus, we have smoke jumper parties ready every summer. Just because, what's funny is even if we don't see business from smoke jumpers, they'll get loaned out to North Dakota, Nebraska, Wyoming, all the way out to California, so we can put out fires. Hey, sunfish. Here, let me kill this. Bink. There. Ah. Oh, so let's see. But yeah, we have, I think, 8 fire departments here in Rapid, so it covers the entire town. David was very excited when we got to see the brand new ladder truck out in Blackhawk come into service, as he calls it, the big cousin, because Blackhawk had never had a ladder truck before. So that was a thrill. Smoke jumping, to me, it would be wild, but at the same time, I can't see jumping out of a perfectly good airplane. Hey, Stalker Explorer. I love airplanes. I love the idea of firefighting. The one stat that's funny South Dakota, 90% of our fire companies are volunteer because, well, you have maybe, I'd call it 8 cities and then a lot of small towns. Yeah, it's thankfully cool weather. Right now, it is a whopping 24 degrees out right now. So it's real high. But there's 2 things that fall out of the sky: bird poop and fools. Yeah. We actually just had a guy down at the Badlands land a Cessna on Sheep Table Road way out there. And surprisingly enough, he wasn't injured. And the next day they went out and pulled his plane back. They went out and recovered it. So apparently it wasn't damaged enough to cause any severe damage. But yeah, I guess actually they're talking tomorrow night. We're supposed to actually start getting snow. 1 to 3 inches they're talking. So that'll be kind of a fun change of pace. But I'll give you guys a view of the skyline here real quick. Now, off on the horizon was where we used to live, up in the La Crosse Estates area. And then about straight through is where one of our 2 Walmarts is. And then there's this row of hotels out on the horizon on this end. Queensland is hot and humid. I've heard about that. It's there lots of Australia. You know, there's parts like the Northwest Territory and other points, just pretty brisk to say the least. They're talking about a wet winter here in Texas. Yeah, I've heard of that too. And of course, Florida's about ready to have another tropical storm for everybody's joyous amusements. But yeah, I love snow. It's one of the advantages we have up here in the Dakotas. As the running joke goes, if we ever had to take and go halfway, we'd probably wind up in Kansas because I like the cold and Sue likes the warm. I would probably fit in Alaska or northern Canada just because I've always loved cold weather. I mean, I'm partial polar. You know, it's fun. Sunfish. Hey, Evan. Teresa. Yes. Although it's funny, I one time I did a report way up in what used to be Barrow. There was they actually got in a football state. They actually got in a football field, and it's all, I think it's like dyed purple. And then to take and play any football with the other towns, they actually have to fly the teams in because, well, there's no roads that goes directly up to Barrow. It's straight off the ice. But of course, it's also mostly melting up there now too, which isn't good either. But Kansas gets cold. Yeah. My great grandmother used to live in a little place called Cherryville, Kansas, over by Independence. And I got to go down there once, and we took my brother's car because it had excellent gas mileage, and they love to lick the windows. All right, guess what? There's a Sue again.
Ooh, that window's chilly.
Yes, it's brisk.
It's trying to blow in some snow.
Uh-oh.
We gotta get Boy some chicken. He's still inside. I told him I was coming out, so you can go in.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay. Whew. Sorry about that, guys. Oh, hope you were having a good discussion of some sort with the bearded one. Okay. I've lost the chat.
We could do the same thing.
There it is.
It would not be hard.
That's good. I'm glad that you had enjoyed the chat with Joe. He's very good at jabbering and chatting. Okay. Hello, Sunfish, Evan, I should say. Town called Winfield. Huh, interesting. Born, raised, and, well, probably die in South Dakota. Hi, George. I don't know anything about history. I don't know anything about voting, but I do vote. I usually ask Joe who to vote for because I don't pay attention to the political ads. I don't. I don't care. Not that I don't care about politics, but I don't care to listen to the ads. So I usually ask Joe because he usually does research. You guys know he loves research. So I usually ask him what his idea, what his thoughts and feelings are. I will ask other people, so I'm not biased and just voting the way he votes. I did not do that this year, so I just kind of voted randomly. That could be bad, but I voted. I'm not going to complain because I voted. But I thought this would be a good day, live to do some voting. Everybody voting, or at least those of us in the United States voting, those who choose to do so. Also, I'm not very good about talking to myself. As you guys may have noticed, I think my messages. Sorry about that.
Hello.
Hello, boy. Did you turn in your thingy?
Yeah.
Okay. I told Dad we needed to get chicken because I forgot to do that earlier. Because I was discombobulated. Thank you, Gloria. Have a good night or good evening, backpack. Bye, Kristen. I'll get it. Give me a chance. I'll get it. Okay. Kirsten? I want to say Kirsten. I'll figure it out. Love you. Mwah! Bye-bye. Have a good day. I'm terrible with names. So just be patient with me. I'll get it.
It was not as cold when I got out.
That wind is something, though. It's trying to blow in some snows.
It definitely was.
Oh, excuse me. Oh, as I said, I'm tired. My brain is tired. It's been a very long day. Eating a bump. I'm trying to think. I'm hungry and I'm tired. I need to make some food. Something probably microwavable because I'm hungry and I don't want to deal with anything that takes too long. I do a lot of fast food, or not a lot of fast food, but microwavable food. Cooking is a thing that Joe and I have not conquered yet. It's on the list. We have a very long list. This conversation is not going to be very interesting. I'm sorry. I'm not as interesting as Joseph. What did you do in school today, Mr. Budd?
So, we got to get to learn how to stay fit and healthy in our body,
That's good.
and get to listen to a guy named Sam Carroll to run for office ever since he was 17.
He wanted to be a politician since he was 17?
Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
And he did pretty good.
You think
But
so?
some woman kind of got to him first.
Uh-oh.
But he did learn some things to get it next time.
That's good. It's important to learn, and defeat does not mean it's the end of the world.
Right.
Means move on to the next obstacle and the next goal, next idea, or try again in a different way. Sometimes you gotta try more than one. Oh, excuse me. I apologize. As I said, I'm tired. I gotta go home. Gotta record tomorrow. Tomorrow, Mr. Joseph will be doing the history of Veterans Day. At least that's the idea. Hopefully he didn't babble too much about that, because I know Mr. Joseph, he likes to babble. I'm babbling. He actually usually has a point. I usually just babble. I don't know what I want to be when I grow up, David. Do you have any suggestions?
You could be like trying to make some ideas.
Do you think I should become a politician?
Yeah.
You think so? I don't think I'd make a very good politician. Mostly because mommy is not one to hold back her opinion, and I tend to be very emotional and volatile and blunt. But you're not good characteristics for a politician, surprisingly. Hello, Brandon. You are welcome. We appreciate you. Appreciate everybody who gives us their time, whether it be 5 minutes or 5 hours. We are at 800. So the long shout out will come out. I will probably do that on Friday. That should be a long one, since the last one was almost half an hour. That one should be long.
Oh, and my birthday is coming up.
That's right. David's birthday is coming up on Friday, right?
Thursday.
Thursday. That's right. Your birthday then, let's just say. I got turned around. Do the same thing with with Joe's birthday. Him and his dad's birthday are back to back.
Lead Files, I'm official.
Look, he did a thing.
Voted.
I was trying to focus on your
There we go.
sticker.
That way-
Little traditions.
We're not really big fans of stickers since we kind of outgrown them. And plus, we had a whole lot of collection of them in the past.
He outgrowed them, and he has a collection in the past.
Oh, I see. I still like getting them.
I still like getting them. I think stickers are fun.
It proves I voted. So,
Shall we go get the boy some food?
who's he again?
He's the boy.
He's the boy. Well, we could go to the old Walmart and get the chicken there if they got it. Yeah, since we're right
Pretty
here.
close to there.
We are pretty close to there. Oh, you guys are coming with us to Walmart because it's only been half an hour.
Yes,
And reasons.
reasons.
That's it. That's all. Reasons.
Reasons, seasons, and it's freezons. But
I'm glad you would vote for me, Kenneth. I appreciate it. I would be a terrible politician. Ask Joe. We've discussed it more than once. I'd be a terrible politician. I'd also be a very terrible politician's wife, which is why he can't run.
I've been called opinionated too many times, and yeah. Sue would obviously speak her mind, and yeah. Of course, I don't know. Some states in the union you might get a lot of votes for that little advantage. So you know,
True, maybe.
yelling and screaming, and you know.
I do
Yeah,
yell. I do yell a lot.
I guess there used to be a guy who was in charge of Cuba who was known as quite a fiery orator, but he also was the guy that got overthrown by Fidel Castro, so that's not a good thing. Although thankfully we don't have that problem happen usually in the United States, so.
I don't know. I think we should overthrow the Capitol.
No.
We wouldn't do a thing like that, would we?
Oh, heck no.
They'd probably get arrested before we got halfway there.
Probably.
Anyway.
But no, you know, voting, I still think, you know, it's a good thing. It's one of the things that ties us to the fact that we are not England, you know.
Although they do, some UK places have it
yeah.
now.
Yeah, because, you know, pretty much the old-fashioned, you know, monarchy and stuff like that, a lot of the power is gone. You know, it's now now in the hand of the Parliament and the Prime Minister and, you know, places like that. You still have some countries, you know, in the world. Although that was one of the other things when I was reading, when they were talking about how Parliament have their votes, which is kind of interesting because they have some places where if you vote for you know, they basically have it set up so that if you're voting for a guy who's automatically going to be a wash, then it'll go to the, you know, next popular choice. And I'm like, well, how do you decide what's the next popular choice? Do you get to put it on the ballot number 1, 2, 3, and 4? That to me is...
Oh, a ranking system could be fun.
Yeah.
Instead of just vote for this guy, you just give them a score. This guy gets a 2, this guy gets a 5, this one gets a 0.
This guy can't dance well, so I'm going to give him a 38, you know.
We're going to add dancing to the competition? That could be fun. What do you guys think of that? Should we add dancing to the political arena? Instead of, you know, what lies they can tell, what dance moves they can do? That would definitely get some of the older guys out of the running.
It's like Gabriel Iglesias said, you know, I'd be back. Oh, no. It's Bill Clinton.
No, that wasn't... Was that Gabriel?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's for the phone call.
Yeah.
That's right, for the recording.
You get 2 calls on who you want for president when you go for, you know...
I was trying to remember who did that piece.
That piece. It was hilarious.
Oh, and speaking of dancing, usually for whenever it's my birthday, we usually give a special Just Dance party.
Oh, look at the blinky.
Unfortunately, this year we can't do a Just Dance because it's not currently working. But we are looking at doing a movie that David wanted to see, so we can figure out how to stream it. David likes musicals, so we're looking at possibly doing a musical for his birthday. And that'll be interesting.
Ready?
I am ready. Let's go inside. Let's see how much we can freeze.
Watch out for wind coming back.
Oh, yeah. I always forget about that. Actually, wind's calmed down a little bit. Oh, never mind. I lied. I didn't notice it until I got out. We're taking you with us to Walmart. Thank you, Gloria.
Being held hostage.
The hostage. Hostages. I have hostages, David. He's not impressed by my hostages.
By the way, my mom is not thrilled with the idea.
Why not?
We'll be in the middle of a blizzard.
For David's birthday?
Yeah.
Well, we could always do it on the weekend. I'd like to do it on his actual birthday, but if the weather's not conducive to them driving, I'm not going to force the issue.
Maybe for like Saturday or something.
Yeah. Well, we won't force the issue.
Yeah. I thought we'll figure a better day for it to work because obviously.
Well, we'll see how it goes. If we have to do it without them and then watch it with them separately, we can also do that. It's not like David's going to complain if we watch it twice.
He'll horribly complain and stomp his feet. Oops.
Oops. Hi, Hillbilly. Apparently.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that's cool. I love that.
Changed it, yeah.
I love the new updates, though. I do love the new updates. Oh, look at the new sign. That's cool.
Wow. Yeah.
Although it does look like a fence.
It does. That's so you don't throw stuff over the top.
Oh, they also can't display stuff up there anymore.
Sure.
Which is good and bad.
You have your sliced turkey all in one place, too.
This is the future one.
Okay, you have one potato at a time.
That's kind of fun.
Microwave in wrap. Huh.
Huh.
That's kind of cool.
That's kind of cool.
Have to show that to the girl.
Nice size potatoes, but I don't know if it's worth $2. Now you can buy a whole bag for $5.
Yeah, 128.
Okay, so I was looking at that one and rounding
That's
up.
potato, yeah. Potatoes go well at our house for obvious reasons.
I was going to make potatoes for lunch and I never got around to it.
Oops. Oh, wow, they even got something close up there.
Yeah, that's cool.
Every day is right.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
That's
Holy
nice.
cow, they're stacked.
Slices and things and everything.
I like that. That's nice.
Oh.
Now we just got to find David's chicken.
The question is where?
Here we go.
Oh, Dad found it.
We got the 4.4 bags. We got the 2-pounders.
Let's get it up a 4, even though it's almost Wednesday. I'm tempted to look at and see what other changes they made.
Yeah?
Make him carry it.
Yeah, go for it. Go for it, Saul.
I'm hungry also too, so I'm like, I'm tempted to grab something, but I don't know what I want. I do like this new thing. Look at this. I love this.
They got it all in tubs.
I
with,
love
a
that.
ceiling hatch, so it doesn't get cross
I think
contamination.
that will help a lot. That is so nice. I love that.
Look at the section over where your potatoes are usually stuffed too.
I don't think they're finished updating that because it hasn't got the new one yet. Well, it might be. We'll have to see.
Every online company uses the same exact phone.
But barbecue chicken, pulled pork. Got the baby back ribs. Got the baby
I like
back
ribs.
Barbecue sauce.
I don't know what I want though. I don't think the boy would be very tasty.
I bet he would taste like chicken.
You think he would but he probably would taste like this. To be fair. I love these new cases though. They're so nice. I love it. That's so nice. It looks so nice.
Much better. Yeah.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
This is all sealed off now.
I see that. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Oh, look at the eggs and all that are sealed up too. That's so nice. Oh, no. David, do you want to eat the elf?
Oh, that looks weird.
Uh-oh, well, there's no eggs.
How was the egg back?
Did you eat them? I think David ate all the eggs. There's my nog. I like nog. I have like 2 things of nog. Oh.
I should ask them if they got the
Hey, there's the elf cakes.
Yeah. Elf cakes.
I've seen these advertised, but I hadn't seen them in the other Walmart. Our elves should be starting to make some mischief here pretty soon.
Soon.
They probably will wait until after Thanksgiving though, because Angel insists. We'll wander this way a little bit, David, because you can't go that way, and Mommy doesn't want to go that way. Oh, this is cool.
Oh, wow.
Oh, it's cotton candy. How weird is that?
Very weird. And we got the rum sack here, too.
Well, technically, you will be old enough to drink that later this year. Excuse me. And
Got
some
the
donuts.
spice set.
Barbecue, hot stuff. Fizzle drops. Interesting.
The things that look like bath bombs.
They do look like bath bombs. Makes me wonder if they are bath bombs. I do not know. I thought 14 thumbs, guys. You gotta do better. Hi, Jeffo. Phew. Double sour chocolate milk, huh? That doesn't sound very tasty, Jeffo.
Definitely not.
Oh, where did Daddy go? We don't want to go too far.
Yeah.
I almost forgot we were waiting on Dad.
There he is.
I see him.
I'm hiding.
You're hiding? Why are you hiding in Walmart? Although I suppose Walmart would be a good place to hide. You could play like Where's Daddy instead of Where's Waldo. We saw those. David said they look like bath balls.
Yeah. You throw them in soda water.
Oh, so they're water flavory things.
Yeah.
Got you.
Fill them with
They're
soda
watery
water.
flavory things, David.
Yeah, tropical punch, blueberry, strawberry, and grape.
That's why I kind of find them as bath bombs.
Well, they did kind of. I don't like tropical punch though.
No.
Yuck.
peach, so I'll trade you.
I don't know how I feel about that. Because I like peaches, but I don't like peach flavored stuff.
Exactly.
And also, Jeff Rose weird.
Watch out for incoming humans. I'll take a double sour chocolate milk.
I told you he's weird.
There's a 10 weight 40 alcoholic beverage with chocolate and white chocolate mix. And as of yet, I have not found out A, where it is, and B, it sounds good.
We probably don't get it in the Midwest.
Coffee, alcohol. They show it here at one of the
Ooh, Hocus Pocus cereal.
Ooh, yeah.
That's fun. I might have to get some of that. That's fun. Oh, donut kit. Hey, David, you want to make donuts?
That?
No, the other thing.
The other one. Random acts of donutness.
Random acts of Davidness.
Yes.
Sometimes asking David's opinion on things does not accomplish anything.
It gets creative. Rudolph cereal.
Oh, Rudolph. David, you want to eat Rudolph?
Hot cocoa, eh?
It looks like bunnies.
It does.
All right, David, you want to eat the bunnies? Sister would never forgive you if you ate the bunnies.
The bunny, the bunny. David wants to eat the bunny. How about Nutty Buddy cereal?
I bet you that tastes like Nutty Buddies. What do you think, David?
Too weird.
Too weird.
That's some weird toilet paper.
That is very weird toilet paper. Cornbread! I love cornbread. Now that we got mixie bowls, I should try to make some cornbread. Crunchy rounds. Cookies.
I like your trio with raspberry, cream cheese, and apricot. Interesting.
I'm tempted to get a wrap or something. I'm hungry.
Well, please, go for it. We're trying to decide what I would take to grab for lunch myself.
I think that's why I'm hesitating, because I'm like, I don't want to grab something if you don't. Cake pops?
My baklava.
Baklava! Baklava is Joe's treat of the season. Do you guys have a treat of the season?
Although I am tempted to get baklava at that Mediterranean place out in the valley.
Oh, do you know if? Oh no, wait, they're closest to see if Armadillo's was doing it again, but they are closed. I forgot. They did that one year, and I can't remember how they did it, but
it was really good.
I remember they did it, and you liked it.
Yeah. Sweet iced tea.
It looks really red. Hi, Weave. You brought your body? That's good, Gloria. Glad to see the body. We're trying to decide what Joe wants to munch. Well, there are all kinds of comments I can make. Anybody want to put a comment in the below?
Are your nuts hot?
I don't know about you, but if you have a flare-up, I think you should see a doctor.
Yes.
And yes, we do this whenever we go shopping because we're weird like that. I'm tempted to try this.
Dream World?
It's a new limited one. I like this one. This is Emo Dr. Pepper. It's my favorite. I love it.
Tell me something. If you have hot nuts, do you need a doctor?
Yes.
Our phone lines are open.
You need a doctor.
Need a doctor.
Maybe an emo doctor.
Be an emo doctor.
So, I think I'm going to grab. I want to see if they have a wrap to grab.
I'll look around on this.
Well, they do not have a wrap to grab. Yee. Oh, yes, they do. Oh, no, that's not wraps, but I'll take it. I'll take a pinwheel. I don't have any wraps. We might have to do a pinwheel. I'm not home, and I'm barely anywhere. My mind is always scattered. I don't have any wraps, and I'm trying to decide against the pinwheels, but I don't know if I want a pinwheel.
Okay.
So now I'm at the what do I want to eat thing. stage.
Those aren't as good as Safeway.
No, Safeways are better.
Oh wow.
Oh wow.
I'll go for $10.
That's a lot for $10. That's a lot of tenders for $10.
Yeah.
To be fair.
To be fair.
To be fair, that's a decent offering. Could just do a snacky thing till we get home, or we could just eat at home. I don't know.
Oh wow.
There you go. Why? Why? Why?
Why? No.
Why? Somebody explain. Somebody in the comments explain. I do not understand.
No.
That's just
That's like the white chocolate hummus. No.
It's like the regular chocolate hummus.
Yeah. No.
Go please. Hey David, did you want cupcakes for your birthday for school?
I think I did the donuts last year.
I think so. Do you want to do donuts again, or do you want to do cupcakes? Think about it. Let mommy know tomorrow before we go shopping, and ask your teacher how many you need, okay?
Okay.
You don't have to decide right this minute. Could do a cake or a
Parfait.
parfait.
Transformation.
It looked darker, so I was thinking maybe it was raspberry.
Alright.
Just want to do this for now? Or do you want to wait until we get home?
That's wait till we get home.
Okay.
Contemplated.
I know. Me too.
We'll get the boy chicken.
We get the boy chicken and mommy's pop. Did you find a cookie you want? I'm not a big cookie person.
Penny fours.
Cool?
It's like a baby cake.
Ah, it's a baby cake.
Ah. And
That's-
mommy's.
This is my treat.
Mommy's treat.
This is my treat at this time of year. This is my treat. I love these. I don't like the big ones, but I love the little ones.
I would get this one, however, you see how there's moisture developing on this? This
Yeah.
one's been opened, and no. So I would get, I'll get this one.
Okay.
Vanilla and this, and the boy's chicken. And
Okay.
on we go.
I got my pop.
I got my pop.
I can only buy this thing when we're checking out, because they don't sell it in 6-packs, because they're weird like that.
Sometimes they like to produce weird things.
Angel is at home. No to do cookies. I'm not a cookie person. I will eat cookies occasionally. Pineapples. If you know that reference, you get points.
Are we still adding up points from last year?
Sure.
Cool.
Why not? We can do carryover points.
Exactly. You have to tell us how many points you have, subtract by 23, multiply by 4, and yeah. Wow, even the hallways out here have been expanded open a little bit.
It does feel more roomy, which is nice, because I always like the spearfish one for that.
Yeah.
Being more roomy. 21?
21.
21 it is. For David's 21st birthday. Oh, look at these. That's cool. I bet you they don't come in my size. I want to be Mrs. Claus. Hey, if you can be Mr. Claus, I should be able to be Mrs.
Let's
Claus.
keep these people over here busy.
All right.
Get over here.
I don't care where we go. I don't care where we go.
27 missed out. Good bored.
Get an egg?
Get an egg for sister.
Ah, okay.
Yes. I love them for this time of year. My favorite thing about this time of year.
Do you want these in the bag?
No, that's okay. Those can stay on.
Experiment.
What are you experimenting? Oh, that looks weird.
Yeah.
What is that?
Do you want this in the bag?
A fruit quake.
Oh.
Ew.
Well, at first I thought it was the gingerbread, but I was like, no.
No, apparently it's Mountain Dew and fruitcake.
I'm not sure what to think about that. What do you guys think?
That's weird.
I don't know.
We'll test it out and see. Science goes boom.
33.62.
Okay.
See what I mean,
You
folks?
guys gotta tell me what it
They
tastes like.
produce
Does it look
weird
It
things.
looks very weird. Very weird.
like- Is that? I don't know what that is.
Stranger things have happened.
Right? A lot.
I'm very curious and also very scared.
Right?
Here you go.
Me too.
You too. We came in over there, right? Okay. Ugh,
That's the crew wonder, right?
I'm wondering. Oh,
Uh-oh.
whoa.
Breakaway.
I had no idea that it had been shaking like that. Oh, what are we? Oh my goodness. Oh, I needed a drink. My throat is dry.
Try not to run over Eddie's brain or grandpa's.
Yeah, try not to run over anybody's. You too. All right. All right. Thank you, Mountain Dew Inspiration. Yeah, there are many, many chocolates. Many, many chocolates. I'm not a chocolate fan. I will eat it occasionally, but it can disappear and I would not care. Whoa! Holy cow, that wind is cold. Whew! No snow yet, but it's trying to blow in. True, northern wind is always colder. I do agree. Alright guys, we're gonna head for home. And I think I'll turn it off at home unless you want to turn it off sooner, Dad. What do you think? We're at 55. Okay. Sucker! No, just kidding. Woo! It's cold. Oh my goodness. Oh! Holy cow. Oh! Oh! Oh, that's cold.
That
Oh.
wind is cold.
For safety's sake, I'm going to put on my seatbelt.
Me too. No, in just a minute. Wait a second, guys. Yes, I missed the Cubby show. I'm sorry, Cubby. I was working and I meant to click on it, but I got distracted.
Okay, kids. Everybody hang on tight.
Okay.
I'm going to tear the sucker loose.
Sorry about that.
Here we go.
Oh, wow. That zoomed in a lot. Oh, it's not my intention.
Here we go.
Oh.
Everybody
Oh.
wave at the security guy with the pop machine on top of his vehicle.
It's a very shiny pop machine.
Hi.
Alright, we've got 17 thumbs up, which is nice.
Cool.
I'd love to get over 50. So far, we get 100 views almost every episode, and half of you give us thumbs. Hi, Annabelle.
Hi, Annabelle. Annabelle, the land of the dolls.
Pull out my other phone so I can type in the comment box. First, I got to get the comment box to work. There we go.
This is about the time usually I tell David he's got to drive because I'm getting tired.
I'm with you. I'm
And he
tired.
hisses at me and he won't drive. I don't know why. He's right there. The steering wheel's there.
She is very creepy. I do agree with you there. And I'm glad you're not as creepy as she is, Annabelle.
Yes.
If you haven't checked out Annabelle's channel, check out each other's channel. Take a minute to click on each other's channel. That's why you have wrenches.
Cool.
Check each other out. Annabelle does all kinds of reviews and box openings. Krubby has a very cute beagle. I had to think about that for a minute.
Beagle.
Gloria does lots of food. I'm going to try to replicate her recipes one of these days and probably destroy it because
We
we have no skills.
I was with David, and we went by one place on the way home the other day, and this yard had 3 different doggos in it. A white dog, the one that looked like a beagle, and then a third one that looked almost like a Labrador Retriever.
That's
Like,
fun.
Yeah, that's a house of many kids.
Many, many children. Many,
Yes.
many children.
We're going to have a lot of variety in this house. Okay. And of course, the one's like, "Oh, please pet me."
I will not pet you.
Oh,
No.
bye.
You're a bad dog.
Oh, nice dog.
I try to always remember to thumbs up. I will admit that I do not. Whoa!
Train tracks.
Train tracks. Do not always remember, but I do try to remember.
Goes the trailer.
Always hold on to the handrail when you're going over rail crossings.
Yes, I love the handrail for that reason. It is useful and beneficial.
Yeah, next week I get to take the car in, and they get to tear the whole back of the car off.
That's right. Our car's going in for repairs.
Because
We'll probably break it again.
Yes.
it's been seen better days.
Not only has it seen better days, but remember Dad had a hit and run a while back, and it's got a crack in it.
Yes.
And they haven't had a parrot for over a year. It's been a year, right?
No, it was in April this year.
Was it April this year?
Yeah.
God, it seems like it was longer.
Yep. April 5th. I had a.
Never mind.
I had an illegal alien back into me, and he was leaving a marijuana shop at the time. Needless to say, I don't think he was on it, but he also didn't speak very much English. He offered me $100, but then when I just asked for the insurance, he backed up and he drove away. And that's when I got to call the officers, and they first of all tracked down the truck, and the guy who has the insurance on it was like, "Yeah, I don't think he was supposed to have had his truck, so he's no longer working with us." And I'm like, "Great! Now what are you going to do about my car?"
Well, luckily, it's not too bad, so...
Yeah.
Hi, sweetie. Yes, shout out to everybody. We will be doing our 800 subscriber shout out probably Friday. I'm doing a special shout out Wednesday to a veteran for Joe's history on Veterans Day. Thursday and Friday are kind of up in the air depending upon
The storm coming in.
the storm coming in and the weather, the storm coming in and the movie,
David's birthday.
the parade. We have a parade Friday. If it doesn't get canceled because of the storm, we will probably live that.
Yeah.
The Veterans Day parade. If the weather doesn't get it canceled.
I guess they have already pulled the program that they're supposed to have from 10 to 11 before the parade inside the square, the building. I think
Interesting.
they call it the Hive or something like that. It's one of the businesses. So I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. At least they're out of the wind.
That's nice that they won't be in the wind. And then we might be going to a movie as well as watching a movie for David's birthday. So that depends upon what the movie theater is doing for the double feature for Black Panther and again the weather. So Thursday we don't know, Friday we don't know, but be ready for a pop-up or a video or both, depending upon how things go, because
Random acts of buddness.
random acts of buddness is exactly it. Random acts of buddness. Please subscribe for Random Acts of Buddness. That is
A Bud Files original.
a Bud Files original. Mostly because nobody else can claim it.
No.
Oh.
Joy, oh joy, oh joy.
We are near downtown, and I was going to pull up my Pickyman. See, we need to have you go over by that other place to see how many they have, but I know downtown's got like
A good collection of
8
them.
or 10 of them.
Yeah.
I gotta send out some Pickymen while we're downtown.
Lukey.
I gotta get to load.
Give us a little bit of a loop.
Well, I'm sure we'll be fine. Fine. Gloria, are you talking about the kitchen, Gloria? No, I'm never fine in the kitchen. Kitchen and I are not friends. I've burnt water. That takes skill. not good scalp. Scalp, nonetheless. Okay, I have 9 expeditions. Alright. Joe and I play a lot of games. Do you guys play phone games? If so, what phone games do you play? We are avid Pokemon Go fans, and we're getting into Pikmin, which is kind of fun and very, very cute. If you play, let me know. It's always fun to have friends and share
Codes.
I was going to say experiences, but codes are good too. Codes are very nice. If you want to submit a code, please do so in the comments. Not that you guys ever follow our suggestions. You've not once commented when I've asked you to comment, or what I've asked you to comment. We've kind of made it a joke out of it.
I've got Pokemon Go from 6 different continents, including South America, which is a neat little technological trick that we've discovered. Okay, look at all the flowers. Oh, I see a tulip in front of us.
Nice. Look. Oh, you can't look. I'm showing the camera the wrong way. Look at that. Isn't that cool? Wrong season, but
sunflower over there too.
Nice. I was just sending some people out of range. Of course it is.
Let's go this way.
I'll do hokey instead. Angela is at home. She has not been feeling well. I think she's coming down with the first cold of the season. She has not been feeling very good at all.
So here is the ice rink.
Yep. Here's our ice rink where they play broomball with the firemen versus the
Get
police.
my, there we go. No, I'm moving too fast. I'm moving too fast.
Need 128 more flowers.
Come on, stop moving. There we go. There we go.
Sometimes Pokemon Go likes to be fussy too.
Yes, sometimes it likes to be fussy. That is very, very true, David. It likes to be fussy.
And sometimes when you're going by the house, you might even see the Polar Express on the display with for every Christmas movie.
Yeah. David's favorite Christmas movie is Polar Express. We will be talking about Christmas movies. Maybe we'll even rank them.
That could be fun.
In December. We will not do it before Thanksgiving because Angel will have our heads. We're not allowed to do anything Christmas related before Thanksgiving. Angel is very set in that. She will not allow it. That is not a thing that will happen on Angel's work.
Looks amazing at night.
Yeah, it does look pretty good.
Back in the early days of Pokemon Go, I had this one path over
outdoors.
here
Where's someone outdoors?
that was memorized almost to the point that I could do it every 5 minutes and it would refresh the
Matt.
Pokemon.
Okay.
And it worked rather well in collecting gifts and other benefits. For community days. Oh, Bun Bun.
Bun Bun.
Oh, white Bun Bun.
White Bun Bun.
We're off for a run. The Bun Bun.
Off for a run. Bun Bun's run.
And then one of the sad things is that, when we have businesses that we really like that close around here, there used to be a bread shop over here that made the most excellent.
They had
cinnamon
great
bread.
cinnamon buns. They were so awesome. But they are no longer in existence.
Nope.
And unfortunately, that is the result of COVID and changing of times and expectations.
This garage area right here, they during the summertime, they would actually have groups of tourists who would take and get one of these big pedal cars, and it's basically a rolling bar, and you'd see them out rolling by. People would honk at them. Everybody would wave vigorously. It was a lot of fun.
It is fun. We'll try to catch it this summer. As you can see, they've started putting out the Christmas lights, which will annoy Angel
To no end.
to no end. And then there's the ones on the signs. There's a candy cane over there. I don't know if you guys can see it. All the lights kind of blend together, I see.
And the other thing about the bar cycle is sometimes they often play music too.
Yes, they do. They often play music. And luckily, they're not thumpers like some of them. Hi, Makeup.
And to run
There's
them,
your
they are
sunflower.
pretty pricey.
Oh, adding enough salt's not a problem, Gloria. Salt is my favorite ingredient. I eat it on its own. Salt is my favorite thing.
Here is the place that I love to go.
There's the library. We went there. That video's coming up. There's the library.
And then maybe in the next year.
I highly recommend libraries to anybody and anybody because they're almost in every town possible.
No, they're not.
Well, a lot of the smaller ones don't have them anymore, or they, crash them all. Piedmont has a library.
That's true. We're saying, David?
I was saying, like, maybe within the new year we'll probably replace this thing.
Yep, that is our goal. We
Because
want to do
if you
that.
look down towards my feet, there's not much leg space.
Yeah, he doesn't have much play space. He's tall like his daddy and fluffy like his daddy, so he needs space.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, our tiny car does not have a lot of space.
And so, like this, very uncomfortable.
Yeah. Could always stretch out in Angel's direction, but we'll head home here in a minute. Dad, he just wants to do a loop downtown real quick.
Yeah. Look, yeah, an officer.
Hello, officer. We're being good, mostly.
Mostly. Trying to be.
Hi, Mountain Inspiration. I'm sorry I didn't see you come in. I apologize. We're multitasking. You see the tulip. I should be able to get a reward from there. Perfect. That's wonderful. I don't
You
know.
get it?
I don't know if I don't see anything on it
So
yet.
here is the Elks.
The Elks. The Elks is a very cool old theater.
Haunted.
Lots of historic. Haunted. If you can see the ghost in the window, let us know. Actually, a lot of downtown is haunted.
Yeah. It dates back to 1876. Bearded historian knowledge. Originally, this town, when it was originally laid out,
There we go. There's a
it
yellow
was part of the
rose.
scare of the Native Americans after Custer got wiped out, that they were worried that Rapid City would be next.
There's my yellow rose.
A bunch of the people
Perfect.
actually grabbed the last stagecoach and left, leaving a whopping total of 20 people in town. Thankfully, the scare was proved to be unfounded, and about 2 months later, most of the population came back, but the town still built a small bunkhouse, and they fortified it just in case they needed to. This big building right here, this used to be the loading building for the Milwaukee Railroad back in the day. Where we're driving right now, this used to be the railroad tracks, and they would load up passengers, they would load up baggage, all sorts of payloads would come in through here, and then they would head them back out east. There were 4 lines, if I remember right, that came into Rapid at one time. There was the one coming up out of Edgemont and Buffalo Gap. There was the Milwaukee, which came out through Chamberlain. There's the one that's still in existence for the Burlington Northern out of Pier. And then from the north is a line that goes up from Belle Fourche, and it goes up through the front range of the Black Hills. And sadly, we don't have any more passenger trains. I really would like them to bring back passenger trains, but the only one that we've got that's similar to that would be the 1880 train, but it just handles a short loop from Hill City to Keystone and back.
And it costs a fortune.
Oh yeah.
Love to do it, but it costs a fortune.
But sometime we'll put it all together and have some fun with it.
Yes, we will do that eventually. I'd love to do their Christmas run sometime.
$38 more flowers at that one right there.
I see that. 22 at this one.
And this is kind of funny here because you've got two of the older churches in Rapid City on Kitty Corner, and then a block down you've got two others, and I'll point them out here in a sec.
Literally, Gloria, I have eaten salt on its own, so salt for dinner is not really impossible. Not very filling, though.
No.
But I could do it.
Okay, down here to our right is the old cathedral, one of the oldest churches. I think it dates back to the 1800s. And then the top it off over here except while I get into position, it might even pop up on the game.
Hi, Betty. Hi, Black Money.
Immaculate Conception Church is coming up.
We're out wandering after voting. Why are we wandering? Because we wanted it to be over an hour. And, well, because it's fun and it's nice to drive around.
It's the humans because Susan's
Humans?
stuck in front of computers the whole day.
I haven't seen humans.
Okay, you've been talking to imaginary constructs. Everybody in the chat is a bot, right?
Yes, everybody in the chat's a bot.
Gotcha.
So this intersection right here is actually one of my personal favorite zones because as we were coming down to watch one of the movies at the LSD theaters, we actually got a bit of an encounter with a full house response.
There's the Immaculate Conception Church.
Oh, yeah. There it is behind you. I was pointing at David's. Like, anyway.
So this was what I caught. The timing could not have been any better.
Very cool. Very good job.
And plus, I think my angle was pretty good.
Looks pretty good.
If it happens again, I'll be blown away.
Sure.
Our city is pretty big, and it's not very easy to catch a full house response.
And I was telling them while you guys were inside about the fact that we actually have 8 different stations in one city, and that 90% of South Dakota is covered by volunteer fire departments.
That it is. That it is. That it is.
And so needless to say, if there's ever an accident or a major fire or something, you're usually going to see about 10 to 12 fire departments all show up. So let's all go into the group. Okay. Although the one thing that I still, when I was doing the research on it for an article for the paper, down there where Pine Ridge is, it's really weird the way that they have their fire system set up through the Bureau of Indian Affairs. Because, like, you know, up here you've got X number of small towns. You know, if there's a fire in Wombly, for example, they actually have to pull fire companies from Long Valley. We were there.
We were there.
Kadoka.
We've been there.
And I think the third one that they had to pull from. And I'm like, what about, like, the one in Kyle? What about the one in Pine Ridge? And they're like, unfortunately, there's only certain fire companies that are both registered and allowed to respond to ones. And I'm like, well, that's kind of crazy, but
Legal issues.
Yeah, legal issues.
That's my
and
guess.
Licensing, and if they don't do it a certain way, then they don't get reimbursed for their duty. And I'm like, oh, so it turns into a money game.
Yeah, it is.
It
Everything's
is.
a money game.
Oh, look at the
Look,
little
lights.
church.
Here's my site.
But it's kind of a terrifying thought if you're sitting there watching your house burn to the ground.
Very, very true.
Guys, are you going to put out my house? Sorry, we can't. What? They actually had a fire like that just outside of Pine Ridge, and the Pine Ridge company had to stop at the city limits, which was less than like 200 feet. And the guy's like, couldn't you just like shoot the water into the air and let it blow over to the fire?
That's what I would have done.
But see, it also goes back down to that whole issue they have with the water table and stuff. That's why a lot of places down there they can't get any grass to grow, is because the water table's lower than what it needs to actually grow proper grain and stuff and get the grasses going so they can actually do proper range work. But of course, then you got the exact opposite effect up in Harding County because there's just enough moisture to make the gumbo a mess that if they get a little bit of rain, then it stays wet for almost 3 weeks. It's almost like the the Lord when he made South Dakota. Oh, you want to see a neat trick? Play with this and that, you know. But it's a unique state. You know, they've got some parts. Well, you look at the Badlands, it looks like the moon.
That video will be coming up soon.
Yeah.
Although it would be interesting. It'll be a long one, but it'll be an interesting one.
Yeah, it's. Of course, I've heard some people also say that both Wyoming and North Dakota have sections of Badlands too, and it's true. You know, although ours is a good 150 miles long and 50 miles wide at points, but you got places up there where, you know, they showed one time these guys would actually climb to the top of the sheep table. They'd cut the hay and then they'd roll it down a conveyor to the farmers below who are buying it. And they would do that 3 or 4 times a year. The hay was excellent. The sheep fed really well, and they'd have good harvesting later on in the season, good sheep shearing weather. But we come here to one of our fun little traffic lights. The other thing that's really funny about Rapid is we used to live on South Side, out on this end, and what was really crazy about it is that a lot of this area out here was just open field.
Oh, yeah, I
building is
remember.
new. Yeah.
It's only been in there a couple years.
The bank back there is less than 6 months old. That building there is brand new. I remember taking David trick-or-treating at this one senior home over here, and it was funny because they had like 4 people in wheelchairs, and we'd walk in and walk around them and collect candy. But
do you remember that?
This used to be the neighborhood of my friend Calder's
yeah,
place, which is over here in the neighborhood somewhere, and also the house of Tasha Schreiner.
yeah, Tasha Schreiner, I think she still lives down the road there at the Southern Cross apartments where we did, except she was in another building. Move, buddy.
I think she moved, didn't
moved
she?
into one of the neighborhoods just further down a couple of rows.
Ah, okay. But yeah, we got to see a lot of these duplexes go in, or quadplexes I think they are now. This park here was almost brand new, and it's got a pool now.
That pool's been around a few years. What, 5 or 6? Maybe
5 or
10.
6, yeah.
It's not super old.
The thing that surprises me the most is across the street from where we live now, at one time all that was in that block area was the church. And now they've got 3 new apartment buildings going up. A 4th one they've already poured the elevator to, or the stairwell. And so within probably maybe 2 years, the neighborhood's going to quadruple in size. And it's just because Rapid City is growing so fast. We have a new bomber out at the air base that's going to be coming in, the B-21 Raider. And so they got all these new families, and they said the city's probably going to see in 5 years an increase of 20,000 people.
That'll be interesting.
It'll be a growth, yeah.
So yep, Rapid City is expanding. Yep.
One thing that's also funny is the 3 dots that were above the apartment complex.
You can't see them anymore.
They, I'll pull down here to the bottom real quick. We get a peek at them. Back when I was a kid, whenever we would come back from Denver, I would look for these 3 antennas here.
There they are. Radio towers.
And you could see those a good 15, 20 miles off in the horizon, and you'd know that you were almost home. Now they are deep within the southern part of Rapid City. But that is our venture out to vote, and a couple side trips.
Okay. Say goodbye, Fluffy boy.
Goodbye.
All right. And I will also